Hi, this is Joe. It's awesome that you've reached this channel. If you this message, that means that something that some that we resonate together. If you continue with listening to the message, maybe as you're going through the awakening process, which is what assume that you are, and being if you receive this message, and that you need guidance and assistance and or feedback on what to do, what's going on, kind of make sure that kind of give you a feedback of that you're not going crazy and at this time. You're just going through a new process of understanding and waking to our in the current world as it is, the systems that's in place, both academically through school as well as through working every day and stuff. You might have now understand have an understanding or perception change that kind of makes you question what you're doing and why you're doing it, which is normal. I mean, this is right now humanity is going through this process. You're one of the first to do and first in the group to do this. Myself, I've already been through the process as about a year and a half ago. I began my journey, and my purpose here is in this channel is to provide you guidance based on my experience, as well as I'm a verbal channel for the divine, which will also give you a higher, which will speak through me, through my heart, to give you true guidance and higher knowledge of what you're going through as well as what I went through. So, and that's what I'm here to do, because the only the way that humanity will become more harmonious and in love of and basically with living in love and sincerity with everybody who's going to be through this process of awakening, that everybody's going through, that have chosen this, as their souls have chosen this, and by you being here, that your soul did choose this, and to do this within your lifetime, and that's actually an honorable thing, because whether you're not know it or not, well, not say whether you know it or not, but whether it is, you know it or not, as far as all the traumas that are in your family lineages, maybe that have passed down from your parents and from generation ancestry traumas, ancestry emotions, kind of lineage issues that have occurred in your family. Well, with your soul choosing to do this and go through the awakening process, you have chosen to be the person that stops any further generations of your family having to do uh, to, what do you call it, have to go through the same issues and traumas that you have. So, like, for example, if you're grandchildren and stuff, it's going to help. You are helping to cease any of the further, cease any further, what do you call it, healing that's needed based on the current issues you're going through. So once you, and we basically, this process is going inside yourself, which is basically a reflection of your outside world. And by inside and doing the inner work, which is by either journaling, writing down all your emotions, writing down your frustrations, writing down, and I used it in general, journaling with meditation, which meditation allows you to slow down your nervous system, relax, and allows things that are in your nervous system, um, being emotions and or stress, to come up, and or traumas that you've had, allow it to come up, either by coming up through crying, and allow that allows you, writing in a journal or talking to somebody, gives you the opportunity to release those specific issues from internal into your body, which you may or may not have been even aware of. And like my 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 experience was that is breath work, being meditation. There's a bunch of apps that have this. I mean, it's really kind of simple. You just breathe in for 3 to 5 seconds. Take 3 to 5 breaths, excuse me, and then you take three and hold it for three, 3 seconds, and then breathe out for 3 to 5 seconds. Depending on, just keep it consistent. If it's three in, three hold, three out, or 5 in, 5 hold, 5 out. Just keep it consistent, and with doing that, you'll find that 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 you get better at it over time, because at first you're just focusing on your breath work, but after maybe a week or two doing it, and I'd say the most important thing to do is do it in the morning when you first get up, and that'll kind of if you're a person that either forgets their dreams, that gives you opportunity to jot them down before, and before you do the meditation, as well as then meditation, it can actually bring those up as well. And then I would recommend doing it another meditation like at lunchtime if you're working, or in the afternoon if you're not, and just for 15-20 minutes, and then in the evening prior to going to bed, another 15 to 20 minutes. And it's amazing. It's just, it seems like a small thing to do, but it's a huge thing as far as calming nervous system. And my nervous system before, and in the early stages, or actually before the awakening process, I was on I was on 150% overdrive. I was working 10, 11 hours a day, doing everything I could at home as well. Just running many errands as possible within the time frame from leaving work to getting home. So I didn't really, besides when my head hit the pillow, which I believe I was probably asleep before my head hit the pillow, because that was my only time of rest, was when I was asleep. So, and maybe, and I imagine many of you have the same are in the same situation or in the same behavior. So that's why you're receiving this, and this is your cue, or I would say your cue to look at what you're doing and in your daily activities, and slow down, and really slow down by doing the meditation 15-20 minutes, and start your day with that. It aligns you. It's amazing. People, even myself, I'd run to the coffee the coffee maker first, and then get the coffee and start getting my things together before doing it, and really just sitting and doing the meditation, even whether maybe sitting upright in the bed and doing it before you get going in the day, is the best, I would say, 15-20 minutes you could spend, because it allows you, it allows you to align to the divine, align yourself, and basically any inner thoughts that you can listen for that are coming up. And as you're doing your breath work, you will get guidance over time, and over feelings, and I also, I've noticed that when I do that in the morning, I get aligned with the divine, and that my daily activities. You may notice it the same, but when I didn't do it, and I try to do 100 things during a day, I only maybe got a few things done, because I was trying to do it all myself. But when you align in the morning, and the divine, when you align with the divine in the morning, then start out your day afterwards, it's like you're in the flow state, where the divine's already setting you up with the right people to contact, or they're contacting you, and everything moves in a much easier pattern, where you don't where you can get things done much more easily without as much effort. Obviously, in the pattern you're in right now, most likely you're running all over the place doing stuff, but but when when you start doing the meditations, you understand what I understood right away is that I don't have to do everything. I can't do everything, and nor, I mean, for everybody, and not take myself as the first priority, which means it's not egotistical. Um, it's more just taking care of yourself first, so that um, you have the energy and the health, your well-being mentally as well as physically, to be able to help those that you love. And not only that, but delegating the anything that you can to other people in the family, or families, so that it's not such a burden on you. And that myself was one of the things that was difficult to understand, well, to learn, because unfortunately I'm so used to doing everything myself. Uh, and it's what I call it, one of those things where you just gotta delegate to people, and have the others cooperate, so that one, you can get all the 9 things you do get done in a day. But and also I realize too is that the our, as humans, we're not set up to be to try to run at 150% to do everything and get as many things done in a day, and or and check off a ton of things in each day, which is a great thing to do, but it doesn't. It's not as I have to say, mentally healthy, or physically healthy to do that. So it's better that that you take those breaks, and you'll see that, that things get done as much in a much easier fashion, as well as when you start doing the inner healing with the meditation work. And there's also a lot of when you do the meditations, you can also hook up with other social media people that are healers themselves, and I can help and provide some links to the healers that I know that are I recommend, and they can help you, like, clear out chakras, black chakras. They can help in your inner healing as well, when you meditations that you can do that are beyond. I mean, besides the ones you do by yourself, but you can actually work with healers that are on social media as well. There's a bunch of them that are really good, and I can help provide some of that feedback to you guys, as well as and that helps as far as when you're doing your healing and your your meditation during the day. You can do like your one internal to yourself in the morning, just to listen quietly, and then you can mix it up with healers in the afternoon and evening, healing messages, so it doesn't so you do get a variety of what do you call it, of input for meditations, because and even music, there's sound healing that I recommend too, that there's sound bowls that and help with the healing process, that are extremely good. And just, I mean, for me, what I did too, and I did, was to listen to sound healing frequencies, the 432 hertz frequency, and other frequencies that are specific to clearing chakras. So you can look that up. I can also help with that. When you're meditating, you just listen to it. You can listen to it, or in the background when you're working, either cooking or whatever, or studying or doing something in the background. You can listen to them, and you can basically, they help you relax and help clear some of the mixed emotions that you have. And if you're anything like me, I grew up in a family that was that didn't really speak about the emotion. Really communicate emotions and stuff. So I had at the beginning of my journey a lot of black, how you say it, held up emotions and in my body. So that was definitely, the breath work allowed for that to come out. Crying, being So just writing, actively writing in your journal afterwards, and speaking, and just speaking out loud the frustrations and or regrets, or just speaking it speaking about it is good, and to do that. And that is one of the things. The things that be meditation, journaling, sound healing. There's plenty of, even on Apple, and plenty of social media apps that have sound healing are really good tools to start with, and they will help you, one, relax. My idea of relaxation when starting out this journey was just I would do exercise. So I wouldn't really relax. I'd just go and do exercise, and that would never. That would basically it wouldn't relax me completely, but it would allow me to do some. And it didn't relax my body, but it actually helped me to feel relaxed. I guess the endorphins and stuff released in my body would help me relax, but it wasn't truly being relaxed. So I think with this, I think I give you some tips to start out with. And like I said, this is my channel, and if you resonate and you've made it up to this point, give me a thumbs up, and let me know if you need of the if you have any questions right now, and if you need any help. I'd love to help you, and I'm here for you. Love you.